So, welcome to this video. My name is Alex, and in this video I want to share with you something that I believe has the power to change your life. Simplest thing in the world, but I believe if you grasp what it is I'm trying to explain in this video, I believe it will change your life radically. So, imagine that you're in a room, and in this room there's a TV screen, a big TV screen, showing the usual stuff that you see on TV, drama, action, exciting things, tragedy, just the usual stuff you get on TV, and it's just playing non-stop on one side of this room. However, on the other side of this room is a person, a beautiful person, watching you. They're watching you and they're staring at you. And as you walk away from the TV screen and get closer to this person and look into their eyes, then you see something so beautiful. You see the deepest, most devoted love you've ever seen in your life shining through this person's eyes. You see the complete adoration they have for you. So much love, so much appreciation. These eyes are just radiating love, and when you look into these eyes, then you feel this love and you connect. You see these eyes looking at you and it awakens your heart. Your heart is electrified, and all you want to do is look into these eyes, because the love that comes through the eyes awakens the love in you, and love flows back through your eyes, and there's just this flow of the most indescribably beautiful love just by looking in this person's eyes. That's all. Nothing else. Not touching, not speaking. You're just looking in these eyes and just swimming in this ocean of love that's indescribable. It's just everything that fulfills your soul, everything that nourishes your heart, just looking in these eyes. And all you need to do is look in these eyes. It doesn't get boring. It doesn't get tedious. No thoughts occur to you. You're just in paradise, a paradise of love, just staring into these eyes. So would you want to turn away from those eyes? Nothing could make you want to turn away from those eyes and go back to the TV screen, because the TV screen is just complete emptiness, complete distraction, complete hypnosis, complete illusion, just complete nonsense. It's all worthless information. And you realize that once you've looked into these eyes, you realize you don't need anything else. Everything you need is in those eyes. And all you want to do is spend eternity staring into these eyes, because it fulfills you in every way, fulfills your soul in every way possible. Well, this is not just an imagination. This is reality, because we have this TV screen in our mind which is non-stop playing drama, information, news. It's just all the nonsense you get on a real TV screen, but it's in our mind. So that TV screen is there in our mind, and most of the time we're on one side of the room staring into this TV screen, absorbing its information, and we're desperately hoping that we're going to find what we're looking for, what our soul is yearning for. We're desperately hoping we're going to find it in that TV screen. So we keep watching, and the information on the screen keeps making us think that we're just about to find what we're looking for. It keeps leading us along, keeps us hooked in to watching it, and telling us that maybe soon we're going to find what it is our soul is really thirsting for. That's in our mind. That's the world of thoughts. However, on the other side of the room, there is a being who is watching us with eyes full of love. And I mean this literally. God is here in our mind, and He's watching us. He's watching our thoughts. He's watching our heart. He's listening to our words, watching our actions. But He's not judging us. He's just watching us with eyes full of love. So much love. And He's waiting for the moment where we walk away from that screen and we look into His eyes, And this is literal. I'm not talking just metaphorically about, metaphorically looking into his eyes. You can actually see God's eyes in your mind. You can connect with his loving gaze in your mind in a very real way. First thing you have to do is stop looking at the screen. You have to forget the screen, because you'll never find anything there. You have to forget the realm of your understanding, the realm of information, the realm of what you think is happening in the world, or what you think the world is, the realm of who you think you are. You have to forget everything. That's all information, and it does not, and it cannot nourish your soul. But those eyes are there. The gaze of God is in your mind, and just waiting for you to turn your attention, searching for those eyes. And when you search for them, when you search for God's gaze, you will find it, because it is there. I guarantee you it is there. All you have to do is want to take your attention away from that useless information and want to connect with God. For your eyes to meet God's eyes and to see the love. Not believe you're going to be met with judgment, not expect some scornful, angry, spiritual father to come looking at you and scowling at you and telling you all the things you've done wrong and how disappointed he is in you. Don't expect that, because you won't find that. You have to expect to find love, because you will find love in the eyes of God. And so those are the eyes you're looking for. You're looking for those loving eyes, those eyes which have it's even impossible to put it into words, just an abyss of an ocean of love flowing out of them towards you, and they draw you in. Those eyes draw you in to this divine realm of love, which is God's world, God's realm. You could call it heaven. And when you connect with that loving gaze, then your heart is full of joy in a very real way, a very experiential way. Your heart feels the love, because love is being transmitted through God's gaze. And when we look at those, we look in his eyes, we feel the love in our heart. Our heart feels lifted. We realize, I'm loved. I'm completely loved. I'm adored by my spiritual parent. You don't have to believe God is male or female, but God's gaze is there and waiting for you to connect with it and to enter into this relationship, enter into this beautiful connection of love where you receive love and you give love. And you don't give love because you have to, you give love because you want to, because you recognize that that is your spiritual parent. You recognize that face, you recognize that gaze, because we will recognize it. Because it's a long distant memory. That gaze, that loving gaze, is a long distant memory that we have recollection of. Deep in our subconscious, we remember that gaze, and we're all looking for it. We're looking for it in other people. We're looking for it in many different ways. We're looking for the feeling that that gaze gives us in all different kinds of ways in our society, trying to replicate that feeling of being unconditionally loved. But what we need is to find those eyes, the eyes of the divine, which are watching us right now, in this moment, those eyes in your mind, and they're watching you. All you have to do is come away from the screen, come away from the thoughts, relax your body, let go of the stress, let go of the fear, let go of the expectation of punishment, which comes when we judge ourselves, because we're judging ourselves all the time. Am I doing the right thing? Am I a good person? I'm bad, I'm doing this, I shouldn't be doing this. And so, because we're judging ourselves all the time, then we're expecting punishment all the time. As I've said before, judgment and punishment go hand in hand in our psychology. We expect a negative judgment to be followed by a punishment. So, we have to remember that we are not going to be judged by God. We are not being judged by God. We are being loved by God. We are being looked upon with loving eyes by God. And we just have to search for that gaze, because it's there. So whenever you've got time, don't distract yourself. Don't go onto the TV screens. Don't get lost in a book. Don't distract yourself with anything. In all your spare time, go inside and look for that loving gaze. It's like the sunshine in your mind. It's like warm, loving sunshine in your mind, but it's conscious, it's intelligence. It's not just light, it's not just warmth, it's intelligence. It's consciousness, and it's God's consciousness, and He's watching you in your mind, and He's loving you. So in all your spare time, remember this, it's crucial, it's life-changing. When we find the gaze of God, when we connect with His eyes and feel the love that He feels for us, feel the love pouring through His eyes, and it will transform our life. All guilt will disappear, all self-judgment will disappear, all sadness and fear will disappear, and we will realize that we are loved beyond everything we think is possible, and we are protected by that loving gaze. That loving gaze is surrounding us, protecting us, nurturing us, guiding us. It's everything we've ever wanted. And all we have to do is turn our attention away from all those other things. All our spare time, bring our attention back to this loving gaze of God. And then we will understand everything that we need to understand about who we are, who God is, and what life is about. Okay, thank you for watching this video. I wish you well, and God bless you.